her again in a couple weeks. So yeah, well,
that shit.
Yeah, man, it's like yo, because the insulting part about losing to her is that she does not like baseball at all. Like I was like, yo, so does this make you interested in the sport? She's like, hell no. She's like, it's just boring as hell. I would never watch this shit. I was like, all right, well, you just beat me.
Good at statistics. That's all.
Yeah, she just looks at the numbers and she's like, okay. And I was like, I respect that. You know, it is what it is. But anyway, man. So we were chatting a little bit of Invincible, but we don't got to. We can take this wherever we want to. We did go over the RJ Kyler interview, which was cool.
Is that how you say his last name?
Believe it or not, and I'm so glad that because he said it. That's the only reason I know is because he said it. Yeah, at the end of the interview, he said it, and I was like, "Oh, whoops!" You know, that's how it said. In fact, here it is.
For the last few years, you feel me? Everything that Unique was missing, Ramsey was aware that you feel me? Yeah.
It's deep, low key deep. I see your homeboy. I'm gonna snap it. Rewind. I'm saying, well, listen, man, it's good to get this little time with you. I don't know, man, but hopefully we get to chat with you a little bit later on that Static Shock decision and maybe a few other things on another project. All right, homeboy.
I'm with that. I can't wait to interview. I can't wait to do the interview after we book Static Shock. Okay. After we book Static Shock, I'm gonna see you.
All right, 10-4. All right, RJ.
Oh damn! Well, he had said it right before that, but yeah, he said RJ Kyler, and I heard it, and I was like, oh, because I had said Siler a couple times, and shame on me, you know, I should have known from the jump, but we also vibed out about it, but I didn't get into the Antoine Fisher clips, so maybe if you want, that's Antoine Fisher, Antoine Fuqua.
Antoine Fuqua.
Fuck that up twice.
You sure?
Oh man.
You sure it's Fuqua?
You asking the dude who knows the people's names?
Well, he just asked if RJ Siler or Kyler was Kyler. I mean,
true. That's a fair call out. But
the only reason I know some Fuquays and they go by Fuqua. But I guess it's selective, you know. You call it however you want, you know. Actually, the Orlando Airport is on something Fuqua way. I think there, you know, it's like some sort of. But anyway, but yeah, man, what was that like? I didn't really delve into that one.
You keep using that word, man. That's not a real word. People don't use that word, man. Yes.
Delve?
That's
God,
an AI word. That's not a human being.
Anthony, you are not going to sit here and convince me that you don't have an extensive vocabulary.
And Nathan are on some other shit, yo, for real.
Whatever, man.
You and Nathan just studied the thesaurus in the bathroom. I be scrolling. You be like, soliloquist, Sisyphus.
I'm not. You whatever. You're not going to have SAT level vocabulary, bro. It's just not going to happen, man. I just don't believe you. But yeah, we were talking a little bit. Did you actually see the Michael Jackson movie yet? Did you go to the premiere or something?
See, now you got to call me out, right? So
all right. We can skip it. We ain't got to get into it. I ain't mean to call you out, though, bro. But did you see it though? I'm just playing.
Man.
Putting your blackness on display.
I guess
I know. All this, man.
All right, you know what? Don't answer that. It's okay. Maybe he saw it, maybe he didn't.
Maybe I did. Maybe I'm saving my review. Yeah, I wouldn't have seen it. I interviewed him.
Had to talk to Nia Long. He saw it.
He's enigmatic. Yeah, he's just trying to be
had to have
mysterious. That reminds me, mysterious. Good comedian friend of mine, Eric Myers, who unfortunately has passed away a few years ago after tragically being hit by a vehicle while on tour, which is crazy. But he was also known to be into his bottle, but he also had a lot of demons and insecurities. But one of my favorite jokes that he had was trying to meet women, trying to be mysterious. My friend's like, "Ooh, Eric. Women want you to be mysterious. They want you to be a mystery." It's like, well, how do I do that? Well, hi, my name's Eric. Or am I? All right. You had to be there. I thought it was funny when he did it. But yeah, here's just a little clip of Anthony and Mr. Antoine Fuqua, so we should call it, and kind of getting to know what he brought to the screen for the Michael Jackson movie?
Excited to speak with you. Anthony with the movie blog. Very, very excited. You know, I feel like I got to give you some flowers here. I got to compliment you a little bit because
I'll take
this movie, man. First off, what did you see in Jaafar, right, that you knew that he could carry a film of this magnitude?
You know, when I first met Jaafar, me and Graham King went to breakfast with Jaafar, and it was like, was he auditioning? Because he had such a sort of kindness about him and a sort of quietness about him that reminded you of Michael.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe it's in the DNA, but he had such a integrity about him, and I enjoyed talking to him, and I could feel that spirit of Michael. And then I did a test screening, and he came out of the dressing room looking just like Michael. Blew my mind. Then I put him in front of the camera, and he danced around. We talked a little bit. Then I threw some questions at him that he didn't know were coming, and he answered them as Michael. And I remember some of our crew members had tears in their eyes. And I was like, he's right there, because he understood it. He understood the quietness of it as well. And then when I saw him dance after Rich and Tone brought him to me, oh man, I was like, he's special. He's special, this guy, man. Yeah.
Well, this project, it kind of feels like a different kind of challenge for you, right? I've seen you do the Equalizer, Emancipation.
Right.
What did you feel that you yourself could bring to this story that made you the right filmmaker to tell it?
Well, I mean, you know, the obvious is that I came from music videos, so I understood that part of it, right? How to capture that in a cinematic way. I had to go back to the 60s and 70s and look at how things were filmed then and make sure that you don't bring modern technology into that kind of world, right? So you know, do that. But most importantly, man, just being an artist myself, I understand wanting to break out from a box sometimes you can get put in and spread your wings, and it's not easy to do that in general, but then to do that when you're with your family, who is very successful, is hard, man, and very brave. So I felt like I had the sensitivity to help bring that home.
Well, when you're telling this story, right? Like you said, Michael, he's globally recognized.
Yeah.
Like, are you directing with the fans in mind? Well, you know what? Forget that. What do you have in your mind when you're directing this kind of film?
The human being. I'm trying to figure out who the human being is, because you can't think that big. You know what I mean? You can't make a movie like that, right? I'm looking through a lens in my monitor, and I'm looking at the human being in the story that we're telling right now. What's the truth in that moment about this story and this human being? And I stick to that. I do think about the fans when it came to the concerts, because I wanted you to feel like you were at a Michael Jackson concert, for sure, you know? So yeah, that part is all about, do I feel like I'm there? And do I believe Jaafar, every move he makes? When I'm looking at all the monitors and every lens is his expression the way Michael would do it, right? All those details. And I'm thinking about the fans who know all of that stuff, by the way. I mean, Michael fans are hardcore, man. If you're not holding the mic the right way, they're like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Right.
So,
don't come out here holding it like a rapper.
Yeah, don't be
right?
coming out here
you.
holding like you rapping. They're really serious about Michael, yeah.
So I got a different question. I'm gonna change gears a little.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you realized, the project's got to adjust course, right? Like we got to change things a little bit and adjust here. What was your reaction when you found out that things had to change and keep evolving? And how did you center yourself on getting us to the final product we have now?
Good question. You know what, man? And I would say this to anybody. Sometimes life gives you challenges, and how we respond to those challenges says a lot about us. And when you take on a project that you care about, or someone's life like Michael's, responsibility is a big part of that. And so once you get over the initial shock of I can't believe I got blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? You gotta man up in my case and figure it out because it's too important not to. Things happen in life and in movies and you have to adjust. And sometimes God gives you things, man, you fought against, and then that's what it's supposed to be. So, you have to sort of be open at times and to accept things that are tougher than you thought and make the best out of it. And then sometimes you sit back and you go, man, this was better than what I was going to do. And it could just be better because of the timing or whatever the thing is, So yeah, you just got to get it done. Take the mission, you got to get it done.
My last question, because I feel like this happens a lot in films, and I want to see if this happened here. Are there any, well, better yet, who is the unsung hero of this film? Who's that person that is probably in the background, probably not getting that light shined on them that you think probably deserves a little attention because? The
mom. Catherine, yeah. Think about it. 9 children, small house, tough dad for them, tough husband, Black woman coming up through that era. And she had to hold it down. And she had to keep everybody safe. And she had to try to hold this family together when they were growing up. You know what I mean? I got kids. When they grow up, man, they're like trying to fly the coop and you're trying to hold on to it. And that's hard. And so I think she did an amazing job with all of them. They all, they became very successful. And I think it's a hard job, especially when you're dealing with artists. Artists are eccentric, they're different. So, she's trying to wrangle all that, man, and keep the family together. And, she did an amazing job, man. So I think she is always going to be, for me, the hero.
God bless her. This woman created superstars like every other week.
I mean, yeah, for real, man. Think about it. All 5 of them and Janet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you giving me your time today. I know the fans are all excited to see this. Michael's coming out soon. Thank you so much, Anthony from the Movie Blog.
My man, appreciate you, bro.
Yo, so real quick, man, because I'm not in the know, and what adversities was it that you was talking about? It sounded like there was some incidents that may have happened that that were maybe on the borderline of derailing the production.
So as they were making the movie, there were a lot of challenges they encountered. They filmed so much movie to the point where Antoine was actually considering retooling it into 2 or 3 movies. He had so much footage that he could turn this into 2 or 3 movies. And then after fighting, or I guess, just arguing his point as to how it could fit that, there were new lawsuits and there were new, I don't want to say there were new accusations, but there were people who were representing, I guess, children who took objection to some of the story elements. And so they actually reconfigured, I want to say, the last third of the movie. They had to go back. They had to bring everybody back to set. They had to refilm the last third of the movie into what it is now. It cost them a ton of money, right? You had to get Coleman Domingo to come back to set. You had to get Neil Long. You got to get Jaafar. You got to get all these actors to come back after the movie was already done. After they already filmed 2 to 3 movies worth of footage, now they got to do some more. So it was a challenging effort, I would imagine, from, if anyone, Antoine, right? Like, he had this stuff locked in. It's constantly evolving while he's on set. How do you get control of that chaos? So I think he answered it really well. He said, stick your chest out and handle it, basically.
What other choice does he have, right? Like, it's like, whoa. I feel like whoa. Hold on, Nia. First of all, how you got here? You taking my spotlight. My bad. I didn't mean it. I keep sitting there. I don't know how you sat through that. I would have to put on a whole game face. But anyway,
I feel like
You still haven't come down from it. You still kind of like.
I don't even know. I still don't know what I said. I'm glad words came out. I didn't
kinda,
just
yeah,
say it sounds foolish.
Yeah. But yeah, it's funny because you did reference the movie, and I'm sure that once we're all able to see it, we'll be able to speak on how much we all appreciate the performances. But yeah, that's dope work right there, man. Check out the Michael Jackson movie. We're gonna definitely give it a good whirl and feel good, feel great about those folks on the project, especially the actors. Coleman Domingo, these are good people, man. I like these dudes. All right, but getting back into what we was talking about before, which was Invincible a little bit. I just want to say I disagree with Ty to an extent. I know Ty couldn't be with us for this part, but I despite the I don't think that every finale has to be a severe, heart-wrenching cliffhanger. Like I don't think that it always has to be like that. Don't get me wrong.
Though it was a really like crazy cliffhanger basically though. Like if you really think about it, like the Viltrumites are on Earth. There's 40 of them. We're blending in with people. There's nothing you can fucking do with it. And if you try to seek us out, there will be mass killing everywhere. There's no way you can stop us. I mean, Mark's kind of like fucking, I mean, they basically handed him shit or shit. And he's got to make the best decision of it. And I mean, if you really think about it, yes, letting them, cohabitate on Earth is a good idea, but also there's 40 of them. So 40 of them turns into what, 80 of them, maybe more, you know what I'm saying? And then like we just keep growing from there. That just, I don't know. The full-on plan of like, the cause and effect, I don't think Mark really thought about this. He was just thinking about, I mean, he wasn't in the moment. He was fucking frozen in fear.
Yeah.
He was frozen in fear, and Thrag was like, "This is your choice. Make it. But if you make that choice, this is what's going to happen. So you're fucked. Either which way."
The funny thing about that, Yaz, is that if it didn't happen the exact way that it did, it wouldn't have went down like that. Like Mark had to see his pops get stabbed in the abdomen with his hand. He had to lose all his guts. He had to watch his brother get dismembered in multiple places. All right. He had to like actually go and try to fight him and have no impact. Like don't forget about that part. Like he saw him and he went over there to hit him, and all his little hits he was just like, all right, are you done? All right, can we talk? Can we talk now? Okay, because you see you have no impact. So all of that I think led up to the point where there was literally a sense of futility in trying to fight against it. And I think that the only reason why Thrag even told him was just to avoid the bullshit. He's like, look, man, just let's not do this. All right, we're gonna be here. We just gonna chill for a little bit. We're gonna multiply a number and don't fuck with us, bro. Just, you know what I'm saying? If you do, we just gonna fuck everything up. All right, so can we just avoid the part where you try to do the whole hero shit and just let us get our breed on, bro? Now, I disagree a tiny bit with what Yaz said. I don't think that that's a cliffhanger. I think that it is new plot development. The reason why I think cliffhanger is a little bit more of like, oh, did Nolan, he's falling off the building? Is he gonna crash? Is he gonna live? Fine, tune in next time. This is more like, look, this is the new world we're gonna be living in, and just get to know it better. The things that I think that we're not considering, and I think that even in the Viltrumites, I don't think that the Viltrumites are considering, is the fact that just because they have kids with humans does not make them Viltrumite minded, right? Like look at Mark.
Yeah,
Mark is exactly what they're trying to make, but in the same exact way, Mark turned out to be an enemy to the Viltrumite Empire. So
he wasn't raised that way, though. He wasn't raised
exactly.
But that could be why he was raised human. If he was human and Viltrumite, raised Viltrumite, that's what they're thinking. Is like they have the ability. That's all we need is for them to be super powered people, so that we can rebuild our world. It doesn't matter all of the other characteristics that Mark and the empathy, the different things. That shit can be beaten the fuck out of them, which, I mean, we clearly saw Nolan's mom fucking trying to kill him and beat the fucking sensitivity.
It's true.
I mean, apple doesn't fall far from the tree at that point. You see what I'm saying? Because what happened with him and Mark? He did the same fucking thing to Mark and left him for fucking dead and was like, "You're fucking weak. You disgust me." And then flew the fuck off. Like, he did the same shit. So it's all on how they're raised. Doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? Like, they just need to be super body people. And now we figured out which race that they can coexist with. Because that was the whole reason why Nolan came to Earth. That was the whole reason. That was Nolan's mission, is to figure out who they can mate with so they can fucking rebuild their world. He just spent 30 years here hiding, not, reporting back and shit, because he was happy with Debbie and their life that they had. And he was like, should I do this? Mark is a great kid, and then, fucking Viltrumite switch fucking went off and he went crazy.
I feel like the mom is like a low-key sleeper, more significant role in this upcoming season, whenever that comes, with her going to this planet. Like, I feel like she now is going to serve on a higher role as opposed to just being mom. Like, we see how uncomfortable Alan is in the role that he's in, but mom has a natural leadership type role. You feel me? Like, I feel like there's gonna be something there. I also feel like we're gonna see with regard to Mark's relationship with Cecil and the Guardians, we're going to see a different level of that, as well, as we didn't get a whole lot of Guardians this season. They were in the beginning a lot, but then as it went out of space, they kind of were dormant, as they should be, to protect Earth and whatnot. But I guess I'm interested in, here's what I'm wondering. I wonder if they'll be willing to actually show some sort of metamorphosis or evolution, so we should say, of some of the Viltrumites. Like, remember, Mark came to Earth with a goal. Excuse me, not Mark, Nolan. And he fucked around and fell in love. All right. And now he's a bit softer, okay, because at least he attributes that to Debbie turning him into a human. Is he not a prototype for the possibility that could happen with some of the other Viltrumites? Not all of them.
I think you're onto something, but also the mission is different now. It's different, and it has different consequences now. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, if they don't succeed here with infiltrating the species, you see what I'm saying? Their whole world, everything that they know to their them being alive, basically their existence will literally perish if they don't succeed here. So it's different with, like, when Nolan came here, he was just looking for a species that he could mate with. So he had to woo Debbie. Do you see what I'm saying? He had to do all those things. These guys, like, you think that bitch that just showed on the TV right there, you think she gonna fall in love with somebody? Hell no. She gonna have sex with them and rip them apart or some shit. It's gonna be nuts.
Well, that's the thing that I think I'm interested in seeing. Like, I feel like I think they said either 37 or 47 of them left, right?
40. There's
30.
40.
There's like 38. It's less than 40.
Yeah, there's less than like 40 altogether. Yeah.
So I remember, out of all of the Viltrumites that existed, there was still the Betrayer. So there tends to be some folks that may, and with a little bit of time apart, the only big difference, not the only big difference, because Yaz had a lot of good points in that. Those are definitely noteworthy. But in addition to that, when Nolan first came to Earth, he didn't have his leader breathing down his neck right there on Earth alongside.
But Nolan was loyal. Nolan was Viltrumite through and through, right? Like, he was just playing around. Don't forget, the moment he left, what did he call Debbie? Oh, she was my pet.
My pet.
Right? Like, and there was just a little glimmer, a small glimmer of love from Mark that made him stop killing Mark.
Correct.
And made him leave Earth. Because he was all in. He took out all the Guardians.
Please.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he took out all the Guardians. He was about to take out Mark because all he needed was proof of concept. He was like, I mean, I want you with me, but understand once we get to Viltrum, I'm about to get up in that ass the way my parents did. I'm about to treat you the Viltrumite way. You about to grow your stash out. All of the right. You doing this on purpose. See, I normally am able to lock in on my little model. No, take me off the camera now.
that was good though. That was funny as shit.
Oh,
He said
man,
you grow your little mustache.
Yeah. It's so funny you said that because after watching Invincible, whenever I see like a white dude in a mustache like that, I automatically think he's like a Viltrumite. Right. And I start. There was a period. There was a small.
Cut this so I could.
Oh yeah,
Comic-Con.
Oh shit.
You could be a Viltrumite in it, but like you look.
You in a costume? Stop playing.
Yeah, man, don't play, man. Hey, you know, old boy that we had on here that one time, the cosplayer dude. I forget his damn. I'm so bad. I know his name is Michael, but I forget what he goes by. Venture Bros, I think is what he goes by. Oh, like he dresses up as a Viltrumite all the time. Yeah, this dude right here. Oh, all right. It came and went. Oh, God damn it, it's too quick. Well, you can see it right here.
Talking about.
You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. Okay.
You're talking about. He went as Omni-Man to the con, and it was like it went viral. Yes.
Yeah, that dude. Okay, so I feel like there's got to be one out of these that's going to be impacted by I don't know, because they're raised literally their motto is all is ours. So I don't know, but I don't know. I just feel
like you got to think about it. Thrag is like you said, Ant. Thrag is now like their leader is now breathing down their neck on Earth. Okay, so the stakes are even higher. All right, and their one mission is to just cohabitate. That doesn't mean you have to fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like you woo anybody. You just have to have sex with them. That's it. That's all they need is them to keep her. Doesn't matter who. Just keep having sex with somebody as long as you impregnate. That's the goal. And the dudes have it easy because they just need to keep fucking switching people and just fucking if you really think about it.
I didn't even think about that because they're not all dudes.
And that's what I'm saying. There's like maybe 3 women, I think, not even like, you know what I'm saying? Like the one with the hair, that angry looking ass bitch. And I don't even know. I'm not even sure if there's I think there might be just those 2. But like think about it. The rest of them are dudes, so it's just fucking. It's Rumspringer, dog. Let's get it in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's basically like they don't need to have any type of fucking kind of connection with these people. They just need to fuck them, and that's it. Spread your seed. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
all right. Let's not make it seem like they just walk up to people like, hey, what are you doing at 3? You want to, bone out right quick and have my Viltrumite baby? Like, they have to.
Human beings are naturally like we feel these connections to people. The Viltrumites don't. All they have to do is just stand there, be somewhere in a bar, or fucking somewhere, and someone just come up to them and and then just give them look. All they have to do is just talk to them a little bit, go have sex, never see you again. Might impregnate you. Do you see what I'm saying? Like there is no need for this connection. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like, maybe one day, that's it. I never have to see you again. Hopefully I gave you some kids.
I feel like that in itself will end up deteriorating slowly the mantra that the Viltrumites live by in terms of them having to.
No, they're just trying to. They're literally they're just trying to have they're just trying to get enough people so they can get their world back. That's literally what Thrag said is we are here to procreate. That's it. That's it.
Procreate. Thrag is different. Thrag is different. Thrag is different, right? Like you got to understand, Thrag is a very restrained, calculated type of leader. He's not like that person who's like impulsive based off of an emotion. He was raised to lead what they considered the greatest empire from birth.
Yeah.
Right. He is basically kind of like white T'Challa. Like he knows when to move and when not to move. Yeah, he could subjugate Earth and then just take it, but he's sitting there and he's like, no, I'm gonna play the long game. We live for hundreds, if not thousands of years anyway. None of y'all could fuck with me. None of y'all could fuck with me. None of y'all could fuck with me. Right? So I'm just going to sit here, tell you how things are going to be.
Right.
We live here now. I'm going to give you a kindness, the kindness you didn't give me, and we're not going to destroy everything. We're just going to live among you. We're not going to help you in any of your fights, but we're also not going to attack you. We're here to build up our numbers and know the moment our numbers are where we need them to be, it's on.
Yeah.
It's on. Straight up.
So they just fucking Vince. They're not like, that's it. The dudes they're just fucking away. And remember, like I said, and like they're Viltrumites. So I mean, they live thousands of years. There's a way that they could set up some type of tracking thing to keep track of who they had sex with, to make sure, like, if they get pregnant, they can go and get the bit. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is a fucking, like, they are literally the worst people in the world that infiltrated human beings. Okay, they have no empathy, no nothing. You see what I'm saying? Like, they have just one goal and mission: to make babies, and that's it. And then we're gonna take your babies and we're gonna fucking go to war with you guys.
All right, plot twist, and then we can get off this if you want. We could even start rapping. But I have a sneaky suspicion, because of the way things tend to go in this universe. I have a sneaky suspicion that what we think is not going to be what is. I got a sneaky suspicion that the Viltrumites, which are currently our biggest of bads, will end up not being the biggest of bads, and that there will be coalitions of sorts formed within what we know as the Viltrumite enemy race, as they begin to continue kind of submersing themselves into the Earth culture. I feel like at some point in time there may be a threat to what plan they have, which is to procreate and to build that empire, and the Earth will be threatened, which threatens their plan. But it also makes them have the same side of, war, so to speak, of my man Mark and the rest of the Guardians. This is what I foresee in terms of storytelling. It's given like Optimus Prime has to team up with Megatron to save Cybertron, but we're still enemies when it's all over. I'm feeling like that type of No,
they changed their clothes to blend in. They don't want to be known that they are super bodied people. Do you see what I'm saying? Like that, and Thrag specifically went to him in his clothing, not in a different disguise, while everyone else was already disguising themselves, and said, "This will be the last time you see me. I'll be here on Earth. This will be the last time you see me. I will be seeing you, but this will be the last time you see me." You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like,
he's not helping.
He's not fucking helping.
If they threaten Earth though, but if they like, what are they gonna do if Earth ends up?
Hold on.
It's like
he doesn't care about Earth. He cares
Correct.
about the women that they've had sex with.
Correct.
Right. So if the Earth goes, if it dies, it dies. Like, listen,
women with you.
Right? Like, what threat is out there that's going to be an existential threat that he feels he's going to have to save his offspring?
Correct.
The Scourge.
That's the only thing, but we have no proof of it. The person who has hold of it, he believes now is dead, and he didn't share that secret with anybody. But little does he know, Alan and the coalition still have some of it, so they can, make more. But like that's what I think about it from like the mind of Thrag is, I'm just trying to make some more of my people, so that way we can take over, and now Earth will be my new home, because who is going to stop him after that point? You see what I'm saying? And now that he's breeded, his people have breeded with Earth. You know what I'm saying? Like with Earthlings, there's no reason why they wouldn't take them over, and then just, some of them would be obviously like better off than the other ones. You know what I'm saying? But like it's no, he's a dictator. He's here to get in. He's like this is how I saw like his proposal to Mark is basically, I'm gonna be like a pest that gives you Lyme disease. I'm going to be dormant. You're not going to know I'm there. I'm going to be on your back. I'm going to be here. You're not going to know.
Right.
anything that's going on with you, but I'm gonna be slowly. I'm just saying, like, literally, that's literally how I saw it. It was like it's like those little ticks that you get Lyme disease from. You don't like they're on your body, they're sitting, they're dormant, you don't know about it, and then oh shit, it's turned red, it's starting to hurt. Oh fuck. And then you take it out and it starts getting worse and worse, and it's growing, and now it's a whole thing. And guess what? It's slowly killing you from the inside. You have no fucking idea. That is Thrag. That is the
Wow. Shit. That shit was kind of deep, low key. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was, it's just,
He said that. That's all I thought about.
She literally just
break it down.
She broke it down right quick for you, boy. To kind of move this a little bit, just in case. Is it? I don't think anybody else here is caught up on The Boys, so we won't go too deep into it.
I'm caught up.
Yeah, you can spoil it. I'm
okay. Okay. Well, this story. I mean, they're the same. They're virtually the same story. These stories. I mean, there's way too many similarities between these two stories for it to even be like coincidental at this point. And it also includes the fact that Seth Rogen is actively involved in both of these, as well as his boy Evan Goldberg, or I know helps write, and I know one's Robert Kirkman, and the other one isn't. But there's a virus, there's superheroes, they both want power. There's there's a son, there's a half breed, there's a so all of that stuff, man. There's what?
There's conflict with the dad and the son.
Yeah, dad and son conflict. Yeah, the whole thing, and I don't know, man. It's the boy.
This last episode was funny though. I thought the whole whatever that dude was asphyxiating into the atmosphere that they were all breathing in, that they were getting all pissed off at each other and like being truthful. I thought that was great. And then Kimiko was like literally trying to murder their and Mother's Milk, he did the most gangster shit. He said nope, and then hid in the closet. That shit was fucking great, bro. I was literally dying. He was like, I don't want this bitch to smoke. She will rip me apart. I'm done. Fuck this. Nah.
On that note, you know what? I just realized I didn't even watch that shit. I was like, oh shit. I don't even know it yet. I remember at the beginning, I was like, oh, I didn't get to finish it. No, I just remember, like, damn. It don't matter. You didn't spoil nothing because I literally have no idea what you're talking about. But
okay, good. You'll see what I'm talking about, and you will literally die. You will be like, oh my fucking God, you will die. It's so fucking, you're like, what the most gangster nigga? Like, come on, bro. Just, nope.
I think that, Mother's Milk, I mean, the fact that they can all even stay in the same arena with those soups is crazy. Like him and Frenchie, and like they don't have no powers. And my man Jack, what's his name? Is it Jack? I forget his name. Huey.
That poor child. Him and Starlight, their love affair is so complicated. Oh my God.
Okay, I'm gonna say something that's probably gonna be looked down upon, but I'm gonna say it anyway, and I'm gonna say it because I know that if my wife was here, she would say it. So I'm gonna say it on her behalf. But something has happened to Starlight's face.
No shit, she's gotten a lot of work. She got a nose job. Something's going on with her chin. She's gotten a lot of work done in the first couple seasons. We've seen that absolutely. Okay. Yes,
and I don't mean that disrespectfully, but
you're definitely correct. There has been Annie has had some work done. She's tightened up her face and her nose is I've also seen that as well. She looked beautiful before, but now she looks different for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
did we talk about how Mother's Milk looked different?
Mother's Milk too. Yeah,
he lost a lot of weight. He lost a lot of weight.
When black people lose weight, we automatically go to, are you is everything okay? Are you sick? Are you we don't go to like, oh man, you look great. We just be like, whoa, hold on, bro.
Okay, so who's another actor who recently just lost a lot of weight that I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I had to look up and make sure he was good.
Ooh.
Okay, Craig Robinson, the dude in Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh yeah, Craig Robinson.
I was about so much weight. I was like, oh. Okay, so there's a show called The Rise of Reggie Dinkins. If you guys aren't watching it and you want something stupid but hilarious to fucking watch, Check that shit out because it's fucking hilarious. And Meg the Stallion actually has sex with guess who? Harry Potter. It's fucking nuts. You gotta watch that shit, bro. It's hilarious. Oh my god.
Okay. All right.
You gotta watch it. It's nuts.
All right. Okay.
Nuts.
Yeah. All right.
This is Liza Alonso. He definitely looks. Now, here's the thing. What people don't realize is that sometimes the weight that people see you as ain't the weight that you want it to be, which I know this gets real into like the weeds of psyche and body type and body shame and all of that, but maybe this Liza Alonso is what he wished he saw when he goes back and watches the old seasons, and maybe he went to the gym and maybe he went to a dietitian and was like, yo, man, I feel like I can't get rid of the love handles. I'm trying to like get fit. And then when he gets fit, because it ain't what people have been seeing, people start being like, oh man, is he all right? Is he losing weight? But meanwhile, he's like, yo, I feel great. In fact, I look great. What is you talking about?
But hold on. He was muscular. It's not like he was a chunky, overweight dude. The dude was a muscular dude. Like you could see his leg muscles through his pants half the time in season 1.
Yeah.
Like that's why it's a little bit different, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, like you gotta think about it. He literally like look at his BMI compared to what it was before and what it was now. You see what I'm saying? And that has a lot. That has a lot to do with it though. Like he was big on top of being muscular. Do you see what I'm saying? So now that he's lost all that weight, it's just the muscular part now. It's not going to be big. You know what I mean? So like, and us being older, we hold on to fats and stuff like that. We store it in different parts of our bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like because of, just getting older and shit. So like, I get it. Like he looks great. Like his transition, I was not concerned. Craig Robinson, I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
But are we gonna look? All right, I tend not to get into these because these are very sensitive subjects. When it comes to weight types and all that. But for Craig Robinson, I mean, one could argue that his persona before was in a less healthy version of himself.
For sure, but that's why I had to check because I was like, oh my god, is something wrong or are we getting healthy? Like it's the same thing with like who was it that just caught me off guard recently? The bitch that's in the Pitch Perfects, the Rebel Wilson.
Oh yeah.
That caught me off guard too because I was like, I've seen her, fat Amy loving herself. You know what I'm saying? Like for the longest time, that's like just been her. And then out of nowhere, I don't know if I missed the announcement or like what, but out of nowhere, I watched something and I was like, that's fucking Rebel Wilson. And then you saw it. I was like, oh, it is Rebel Wilson. Holy shit. Like it looked like her, just different. You know what I'm saying? Like we look different with weight on or with weight off. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what, we're human beings. It's going to happen. So I had to like search in Google to make sure it was her because I was like, that's not Rebel Wilson. Like she's Fat Amy. You know what I'm saying? And sure enough, but she looks great. I mean, she's the healthiest she's been. She looks, but it's not what we're used to seeing. So we're like thrown off a little bit. Like this is the new you. You know what I mean? Like, and it's the same thing with like Annie and getting her makeover. You know what I'm saying? It looks different, and we're not used to it. Like look how he looks great. But I was like, what? That's Craig Robinson. Like what? When I saw in the show.
Yeah.
In the show, he plays a basketball tycoon. So he's wearing a suit right here. So he looks still kind of like, but in the show, he's wearing like a body armor, like tight, you know what I'm saying? Like with the basketball shorts and shit. And I was like, God damn, he is like really skinny. Like is everything like it took me out of it for a second. I was just like, because usually as we get older, when you just lose a lot of weight like that, like you said, it can lead to health issues. So I had to search because I was like, I've only known this man to be a certain stature, and now that he's skinnier, it concerned me a little bit. So, but no, he's at his healthiest. He looks great. It's just like seeing him in that scene though was like, oh shit, like it's just
weird because like when Adele lost a lot of weight, it's kind of like, oh, look at Adele, she looks great. Yeah. She looks. But when Craig Robinson loses a little weight, it's like, oh man, is he okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, is everything all right? Or like it's just this weird dichotomy that we have in society where
we have an expectation for men to lose weight and get muscular though, right?
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah,
women, we
yeah.
don't expect that. We just
That's
it's
true,
just
that's
different
true.
expectations.
I
Like
see what you're
Right.
saying.
like Dr. Dre and Timberland when they lost weight and
Yeah.
got all muscular, well, we was all like, what the fuck? What are they taking? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Look how healthy he looks.
Ozempic.
it's definitely some other shit, man. But before we head out of here, man, I do have to talk to Anthony about how he feels now that his show is officially back on. Now I know you're Mr. Exclusive Access. You even had a chance to speak with Harold damn.
Oh my gosh.
His name is hard to
Damn,
say. It's
man.
not me.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Peregru. Peregru.
Why are you putting a G in it? Yo, you like Jamaicans. yo.
Peregru.
Put an H or a G.
Oh man, I messed
No.
it up, man.
Perino.
Perino.
Perry. No.
Perino.
No. Perino.
Perry. See, but there is a G in it, but he just don't use it.
There is no G in it.
There's no G in it.
There's a U in it. There's a U.
Oh, okay, all right. My bad.
Oh yeah. I know they look alike sometimes.
That was great.
You, yeah. I mean, what are you? Is it feel the same? Does the Fromily still pop the same way it did when you first started getting into it? Is it still as exciting? Is it still as intriguing? Like, I mean, just talk to me, man. I know this is your Christmas almost to an extent, huh? Like, man, how's it feeling, man? Talk to us.
It feels great. It feels great. You know, the Fromily, the videos, the live streams, you saw it, they came back. It was a lot of support that really made me feel good. I think we had 150 to 175 people watching when we were live with Nathan the other day. That was a big number. So really appreciate it. Really appreciating the love. Enjoying the show too. You know, the show is doing some things that we wanted it to do for like the last 4 or 5 years, which is answering questions, moving the story forward. Stop being so fucking stupid, and it's getting fun again. So like I'm really happy with this. I'm really happy with
Fun
this.
is a great way to say that, Ant.
Yeah. It's funny you telling me, talking about how we did those interviews. I'm literally putting together the interview video I did with Julia Doyle is her name. She plays Sophia, little woman in yellow.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
you got to interview the woman in yellow.
Yeah, I did. So
Are you caught up, guys? Oh yeah, you were.
I only seen the first one.
Me too.
that's the only one that's out. That's the only one that's
I'm caught
out.
up. Okay,
the second one comes out
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we're supposed
Yeah.
to talk about it on Monday, perhaps. But yeah, man, that was kind of funny. We chatted with Nathan about what it's like. The part that I was talking about, if you were here earlier, excuse me, if you watched the Saturday show, whenever you're watching this, we talked about how Nathan D. Simmons had to have prosthetics put because his eye, of course, is no longer. All right. And so as a result, I was wondering when I talked to him, I was like, well, you know, tell us about the process of putting the eye makeup on and all that other good stuff. And we kind of chatted about that, but we got into, as it progressed, what difficulties he had to face in the scene that they had to sew his eye up. And that's what I was referring to earlier when we were talking about it. But I was like, all right, I ain't going to. I thought I found it, but I found the wrong place on the YouTube video. It's on YouTube. But he essentially was talking about how, oh shit, when they were sewing his eye together, they were really sewing some shit close to his eye.
Oh.
And he was kind of, for a second, he was like, yo, whoa, hold on. Like, wait a minute. That's really close to my eye. Like you could really actually sew my eye shut. And how frightening that must be to be in that type of situation. I wonder.
Yeah, 100%. That fear was genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
shoot. Listen, we don't think about those kind of things. In fact, I think I found it. I think this is it right here.
I grabbed my eye just thinking about it.
You know, right? I was like, oh God, that's
about what we was talking about, or maybe you was like, I knew it all along. You was that guy. So I'm just wondering what that's like.
That's a good question.
Listen, everything the cast we always assume was wrong. It just gets more and more surprising. I was like,
they had actually hurt his eye. You just would have been a method actor. You know, you just would have been.
Without giving anything away, like you're doing a lot. Like you're doing way more than I thought your character.
All right, I'm not gonna do that. I swear to God, I knew where it was, but it's on the video. I promise. You just have to take my word for it. The part where he's like, yeah, there was a moment. I might even clip it. There was a moment where they was sewing my eye, and my real eye was like.
I remember he said he had like a little tiny metal plate just covering like a little bit of the front of the eyeball.
Yeah.
And the needle, you could hear the little like pink against the little metal plate.
no.
Like, they really messing with this man's eye. Like, nah.
Yeah.
I think I'm cool on that. Well, yeah, man. I think we're looking definitely forward to seeing that. On the way out, I did see the One Spoon of Chocolate that we got a chance to interview RJ Kyler about, and one thing you cannot say anything about is the acting that some of these actors did in this role. Like, I gotta give Shameik Moore and RJ both credit, because whether or not you really feel this movie, Shameik Moore put his foot into this role, and that's one of the shining things about this movie. I'm gonna say is that these two acted their ass off. These two in particular, that's what I'm gonna say. The story's got some interesting stuff going on. You know, it gets a little heavy, you know, throughout it a little bit, but I'm not going to discourage anybody from watching it or going to see it. I definitely think that it's worth your time, at least for the acting performances and the cool way that Shameik Moore represents this, what I consider low-key a little bit of a superhero role. But yeah, it's a little trauma-y. It's a little trauma in it. And that makes it, you know, for those that are, you know, trying to avoid those type of things, because life is life and it's real. You know, I could understand how this movie might rub you one way, but I still think it's good. But appreciate that. I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping this on up, guys. Unless y'all had anything else, I think we good. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be speaking next week on the finale of Monarch, more than likely, if that's something you're into. We'll talk a little.
Monarch has been nuts.
It's really good. Low key, we have been sleeping on it a little bit.
I'm kind of surprised, because we were like balls deep the last few seasons. And this season is so gas, and we have not mentioned it at all. And it's really fucking good, y'all.
We'll talk about it next week for sure on the live show, since I think the finality.
Y'all been watching The Testaments?
Nah, Kim's been watching it, but man, look, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little done with Gilead, man. I feel like Gilead.
I don't know, man. This
is it popping?
Traders in Gilead now.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about like with the girls, infiltrators. Right. Shit gets more interesting now. Yeah.
Kate, what's her name? Is in it that Anthony interviewed with Regina Hall. What's her name?
Infinity.
Yeah, and I think she's one of the main characters. So yeah, for that I might give it a whirl, but I'm a little leery about getting sucked back into Gilead, man. It's such a trauma watch to an extent, man. I don't know, man. That's a heavy thing, man. June was a lot to follow. But I definitely.
It's not as hardcore as June's story. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's like we're learning about her daughter becoming a fucking wife. You know what I'm saying? Like from her adolescent to becoming a wife, and the trials and the tribulations that those girls have to go through, and what happens when they don't listen. You know what I'm saying? To the aunts and all this shit, and like just society as they know it, and what they believe is right and wrong. And then we have a person who infiltrates that, who's from the real world. Like she grew up in the real world and she's infiltrating now, and she's like, writing shit. Right. And she's like trying to do some covert, shit to try and get it out to Mayday. You know what I'm saying? Like and she's like also trying to stay right. And she's also trying to stay inconspicuous. Like, like she's not like this is where she's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like she's it's Vince, I'm telling you. At first I was like, I was feeling the same way. I was like, I don't know if I could jump back into this trauma shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot. But we also get June. June is in like the first, like he talks to our infiltrator and gets her to infiltrate. So
so this is okay. This ain't what I thought then. This ain't like a prequel.
No, that's why I'm telling you this, because it's not what you're assuming it's going to be, especially after we left off with Gilead and everything like that. But it's like, it's so fucking interesting. I think we're in like 5 episodes in, dude. I'm so enamored with this, and the writing is so fucking good. It's so fucking good, Vince. Watch this shit. All
right. I might give it a whirl. All right, now that my time's freeing up a little bit. So appreciate the suggestion, and also appreciate you, whoever it is that tuned in to this, especially if you stuck in from the very beginning to the end. Make sure you hit that like button if you don't mind, and who knows, maybe even tell a friend to pull up. We do this live on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern. As we always say at the end of each set, be your authentic self. If you ain't being yourself, you're being fake. And in all things, you a geek. Go ahead, let that good old geek flag fly. And guess who's coming back to talk to us soon?
This is one of the greatest podcasts, and you know what? Fuck that. These guys are fucking awesome. They my niggas to the end of time.